Hi, my name's John Cordy and I'm here with the Quad Russian Dog Penis in a Pickle Jar. And this live stream, probably make it a short one because I got to go to the post office because my phone just ran out of battery and I got lost in Wellington. So that's cool. Hope your day's been good. Right, I wanted to try and figure out how to do some stuff with the expression pedal. So this might be interesting to anyone who's got their quad Cortex and is going to be trying to do stuff with an expression pedal. I haven't tried any of this outside of the stream, so you're probably going to have an experience which is similar to mine. So I'm going to start with a Vox top boost and a cab, which we use the C3065. Hey Krenner. So that should be making sound. Okay, right, so that's making some sound, and I'm going to stick a delay on it. And the delay is what I'm going to try and control with the expression pedal. So let's just see how we get on with this. Hopefully it's not going to be anything too crazy difficult. So I'm just going to save that as Vox EXP in the hope that we figure out how to do something. So let's just take a look. Maybe it'll be in settings. Device options, probably not in that then, is it? So let me think, what could we maybe do? I think controls, is that expression 1, press, we calibrate this, I guess, recalibrate, save. So now we've got that fully doing stuff. Now where do we assign things? The question. That is the question. So maybe if we hold on to mix, so that's assigned to scene A. We can talk about that, Lenny, but I was late. That was why. Forgive me, I was late. I'm going to make it a short one. Lenny, you need to decide what food we want. So I'm gonna how do we assign stuff? Not like that. Right, so there must be some other sort of menu where we can assign things. Hey Jason. Jason, you're not supposed to tell Lenny that I told you that. Right. Quad Cortex menu, expression. So we're going to resort to the manual. Alright. Assign expression pedal. When a block menu is open. Right. Here's a block menu. Where's the block menu then? Block menu. Change device. Ah, here we go. Look, this is the bad boy. I've seen it somewhere before. Right, we're going to assign the mix to expression 1. Connect. Right, so I don't actually want the mix, but I do want the feedback assigned. And cool, right, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is move that down here and Felix is correct. Right, so I'm gonna, this is gonna be my freeze here, so those of you who know my stuff know that I like to do things with freeze type effects. So I'm going to stick also a gain block on here, and this one I'm going to set up to be also assigned with an expression pedal 1, and the minimum range, so level, tap, how do I do that? Minimum range is 100, done. So now hopefully so that's cool. What else can we do? I'm going to add on a reverb, and that's going to be not at 70% because that's ridiculous, and maybe another delay if it will let me. Stick on a digital delay. So now hopefully so now we've got a freeze preset. Let me change the name. I don't know, is that interesting? Probably not. Yeah, an annoying note that sounds like feedback, Liana. Helpful, innit? And I guess we can add other stuff if you want. You want a McDonald's or a curry? Why don't we have both? Yeah, fun. Right, hold on. Let's change this device to digital delay. Also, I'm going to set the width of this one to be 100% because 100% sounds better, don't it? Because it's a higher number. And change this one to be a Lone Star. Exactly, no amp or cab for the freeze path because it's just a freeze path. I want it to be. Let's see, is that feedback is not actually infinite though, which is an issue. Makeup key. And I need to control something else. Now when I'm doing that, that gain's going all the way up. So foot down, I want something else to happen. So if I assign this makeup gain to also be assign expression pedal 1, connect, makeup, assign, and we want the, what's that going to be? That's not what we want. The maximum we want is at 40. Can you assign, yeah, so you can assign all of those parameters to the expression pedal. So that's, then the freeze kicking in. But that is not actually an infinite delay. So 100% feedback does not give us infinite on the digital delay. Maybe it will on... I don't really want to change the device. That's the principle of it anyway. What was the other question? Assign expression pedal 1, connect. So the feedback is already assigned, so you could assign the sync or the delay time here. So I'll just show you that. Assigned. It's not actually changing the delay time with that, so I'm going to unassign that and maybe just do it on a different delay just because that one's doing other stuff. So now we'll try it on this one. Assign expression pedal, expression 1, connect, delay time. Doesn't seem to be actually doing anything, does it? Oh, well, that's why I haven't assigned it, idiot. Right, if I just mute this one a second. Is it me or is that just not changing the... Oh, because we got a sync on as well. So yeah, I can... And let's see if with a tape delay, I guess maybe that will do things like change as we assign expression pedal 1, connect, delay time, assign. Yeah, so that changes pitch. Right, but that's a little bit difficult to control at the moment, so that's pretty cool. So let's make that a little... So I guess this percentage range is a little bit... So I guess maybe we should put them slightly closer together and we'll get... Hey Doug, I think we just sorted it. That was the thing that was happening at the time, so I've got that off now. So you get some really cool effects out of that. So I'm going to unassign that specific expression and instead attach it to the flutter or the wow or something. Let's try both of those actually. So that's a really cool tape age kind of thing. It's pretty cool. So again, this was super easy to set up. So Doug, here's the other thing I've just done on the other side. Swizzy says Jake. Funny. But at the moment, that 100% feedback on the digital delay isn't 100% infinite. I don't know if that's... Is there one that is 100% infinite, Doug, if you're still here? So that's kind of cool. Right, I'm going to try and revert back to the one that I had. So, how do I just change the name of this? Copy it to Clyde anyway. Right, let's save as freeze. I'm going to change this to a different device, maybe the simple delay. I don't know if that one may be infinite. And let's set, what do we want? Assign expression pedal 1, connect, feedback, assign, and so that's just dying a little bit. Daniel Staff asked, are Neural DSP recommending any particular expression pedals? I believe they've got a thing going with Mission Engineering. Right now I'm using a Boss, what is it? EV30. You can see that. So that's what I'm doing for this. So I guess that's pretty cool, pretty straightforward. So you just literally, whatever you want to change the expression pedal for or start assigning it for, just go into that block and press assign expression pedal, connect, and then you can add it to all of those. Parameter page 2, and I think that's pretty useful. Yeah, super fizzy this, isn't it? Yeah, there is a list on the website, I think. Yeah, a tone with almost no gain at all is fizzy. Whoops, can't play. Lenny is still furious. Right. Richie asks, I can use the expression pedal to control my volume and simultaneously send out CC7 over MIDI. I don't know if the MIDI stuff is done yet with the old... That's a dog. I've not delved into any of the MIDI stuff with the Quad Cortex yet, so I couldn't tell you if that's possible or not. Possibly someone else might be able to. Let me just check. I'll check the MIDI. I think the manual's got incoming MIDI support at the moment, but doesn't seem like there's anything on the outgoing stuff yet. Let me just keep checking through the manual. So, just going through the manual. Okay, we're into the MIDI settings, MIDI channel 1, preset MIDI out settings. Okay, so if I go preset MIDI out, on preset load message type, so we can do that stuff, and then type CC channel 7 or CC7. I mean, that looks to be the sort of thing that could do what you're saying. appears to be where you would do that kind of thing. So it looks like it should be possible. Any other questions about anything? Do let me know if there were other questions you might have. I'll try and answer them. I don't have ages because I've got to go and actually do the job that I was supposed to do. The USB cord that comes with it is pretty normal, I think. Yeah, just but it is red though, if that helps. Yeah, I'll just do a little bit of playing until someone has another question. Yeah, but if you've got questions about anything, just let me know. This is an opportunity to ask questions and see if we can figure out how to do these things together. Expressions are scene specific. Or preset specific. I don't know, they're not scene specific, preset specific. So the real Nafis asked, is there a way to change what these buttons do in Stomp? It's a good question. I don't really know. I think, are these automatically assigned? Who decides what goes where with these? not that clear. Edit details. It's not going to be that. Let me have a look. Quickly check the manual. Let's just check Stomp. Settings. It's not there, is it? Stomp mode. Stomp mode allows you to assign any block in a rig to a foot switch. They get automatically assigned to foot switches in the order they were added to the grid. Okay. So we would have to tap the block to unassign. Would we? I don't know. How do we do this? Close. So unassign some stuff. Tap X to unassign the block from its current switch. So like that. Done. Then in theory we should have an empty block here. So I guess you can assign that to something now if you want, if you press assign to switch and then you press target. Doesn't seem like you can do momentary stuff as far as I can tell. No, that could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like you have an option between momentary and latching. It just seems like you assign the switches and go. So like this one, I'm going to assign to switch A. Done. And can you keep more than one assigned to A? So those are both assigned to B. Assigned to switch. Does that keep them both? Seems like you can only have one assigned to each, so you would use scene mode, I think. Probably. So all of this could be wrong, but I think that's right. So any other questions before I go and get dinner? So luckily that was pretty easy to achieve what I was aiming to achieve there with the expression pedal. In summary, so basically you just go to whichever block you're wanting to control the thing on, and then you press on these little dots here and then assign, that's not what I wanted, assign expression pedal 1, connect, and then you can change all these things. Oh, but I've only just got here, Ross. Have you done your live stream already? So we could assign, for instance, the tone cut to that. But that's how that works, if you were wondering. I will chuck those up on the cloud at some point once I've figured out. But I think the main learning from that is that the feedback at 100% is not actually infinite, so that would be useful if it was. I might try and feed that back to someone or not. Possibly it doesn't matter to anyone else but me, but that's the way that I would achieve. The reason that I wasn't there, Ross, was that I was driving around Wellington with no phone battery trying to find a parcel drop-off point, and I couldn't find it even though Wellington is a tiny thing. Is this good for praise and worship music? One of the things I think that praise and worship guys like is, well, as far as I'm aware, There's a good variety of delays and stuff. At the moment, you've got a tape delay, a simple delay, a ping pong delay, and a digital delay. Those are your options. So you could decide for yourself whether that would work for you or not. You've got a Vox AC30 top boost and that sort of stuff, and a few Fender amps, a Mesa Boogie Lone Star. So I think you've got enough to get you through praise and worship style gig, I'd imagine. I think anyway, but if I were you, I would go check out some of the other demos of it. Maybe you could go through my effects run through. Sash has got a good question. Why do Christians think they have specific requirements? Amps are amps and reverb is reverb. You do have this really nice modulated reverb, which I guess is the closest one to Jesus. And you can have a long decay on that, or a fairly long anyway. Why did Jake delete that message? How do I undelete that? But this kind of thing I think would work. To be honest, I do think it's a valid question as well, because a lot of the demos have been kind of focused more towards the metal kind of thing. I think partly because metal players are fairly open to the idea of adopting plugins and all that sort of stuff. But I think also the praise and worship group are the other kind of key modelling demographic. Anyway, so yeah, that's the kind of tone that I'd imagine. These are not he chords. What's a he chord? What's 8 sharp chords? Marty, the answer would be yes to that, but not right now because I don't have time. But yeah, Christian's favourite chord is apparently Jesus. Yeah, it can control multiple parameters at once. So I can probably also control this mix here, I'm going to guess. Assign expression pedal. So I'm going to assign the mix so I can do. So I've got it doing both the delay here, you can see that feedback, and also the mix of the reverb. Hey Marty, cool, now I know that. And yes, with custom min-max settings, so for instance, let's just go here, expression pedal. I seem to have to do that every time though. So, and then you can set the min range and max range, so I could have the min at 35 and the max at 60 or whatever. I might even be able to control, let's see, can I control the boost, so I can assign that to do the top boost on or off. So that's pretty cool. So I don't know if there's a limit to how many parameters you can change with one expression pedal or whatever, but it seems to me like you can do pretty much as you would need to, I think. So hopefully that's vaguely interesting to one or two people who might have questions about the expression pedal on the Quad Cortex or how it works. So in this settings here, I think, is that where I did it? No. Can't remember where I did it. Where did I actually... There was somewhere, anyway, somewhere further in the actual thing, I calibrated the Stomp, not the Stomp, the expression pedal. That's somewhere in this stream. If you haven't seen it, it's back further along. But that's essentially how that works. So yeah, maybe that helps, I don't know, potentially when a few more people have their expression pedal, that'll be a useful video. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't liked the video and subscribed, I don't think there's really anything that you could have liked in this video, but maybe there was. But hopefully that was useful, and I'll catch you in a bit. You'll probably see me do some more stuff with the Quad Cortex over the coming weeks, months, or whatever. But yeah, an expression pedal kind of demo was something that I was asked to do by people. Hi Joris, hopefully this will be a useful video to you once you look back over it. But yeah, that's how the expression pedal works and some of the things you can do with it. Catch you in a bit. Cheers.